What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bullets Gotti, man. You already know what it is. So let's get into it like this. French Montana. Y'all already know what it is. I think he's one of the illest hustlers ever in hip-hop history. And here's why. Check out these videos.
This one guy named Smack came out with the most brilliant idea
Smack
ever, bringing all the rappers, and he was putting Shay Davis on it.
Yep.
I was like, yo, I know all the drug dealers, I know all the rappers. Let me make Cocaine City DVD. And I'm put myself in the middle, how you put Shay Davis. People didn't know I was the one making Cocaine City DVD. People thought it was somebody else making it, and they was putting me in it. So by the time the 5th volume came, Akon called to sign me. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't even know I was the DVD guy with this and that. So, but the whole object the whole time was for me to be a rap star. You know what I'm saying? So I was making the money. We would make Cocaine City DVD, we would make 30,000 copies, $5 a piece. You'll make about $250,000 to $500,000 and promoting myself.
Wow.
And people was paying Smack $50,000 to get on Smack DVD every time. I was making $300,000 to $500,000 every volume, and I was putting myself on there. By the time the 5th volume came, it was just like, so I was always ahead of myself, like, you know what I mean, from the beginning. So by
You're
the
making
time,
$500,000 a DVD?
but you know, you put it right back into it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you was always investing for the big picture. Fuck this up and brainwash us because, like, you know, like every year, everybody start popping out with these Spotify numbers.
Right.
Everybody be like, look how much I did a year. You know what I'm saying? Those Spotify numbers, when everybody put them shits up, it's almost like you hustling on the block. And you take the nigga that gave you the G-Pack or gave you whatever work, right? Then you throwing it up on your page like it's yours, right? Not knowing that like 5% of that is yours. You know what I'm saying? So they got all of us chasing that and not even knowing that we just showing stacks that don't even belong to us, that belong to the label. And we all brainwashed is gonna have the biggest numbers. It's taking the love out of music. People are not making the music that they love no more. People are chasing those numbers. And how you chase those numbers? You go to Rap Life, you go to Rap Caviar, you go to whatever it is. This is what the best songs sound like. I gotta make a song just sound just like that. That's why every time a #1 hit, everybody try to make the beats just like it. Listen, nobody's going to their own roots. Niggas ain't standing on nothing. Niggas ain't standing on no style. Niggas don't want to wake up and look like them. Let's just start there.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody that's really just pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's brainwashed. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like from the numbers to the swag.
Running it down on these niggas.
Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we get it, my nigga. Still be painting them bitches, my nigga. Ripping that roll and fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never gon' hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder.
Got the trap spot, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back. Knew I never seen none of nigga live like that. I was still getting stacks back. Had to fuck around getting them packs back.
Let's get into it. French Montana, in my opinion, since I seen French Montana came in the game in the 2000s, right? I will always say French is one of the illest hustlers to ever come in the game. You know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about it. This dude, I remember he started off Fight Club, you know, Young Frenchie. And then from there, he went into doing Cocaine City, right? And what he did with Cocaine City is the same thing that a lot of dudes, because you got to remember, in that DVD market, you had Smack, you had Fendi would come up, you had Arliss Michaels with Real Talk, you know, Street Talk. It was Street Talk, yeah. You had Arliss Michaels. You had, who else was another one that was big at that time? You had mad dudes at that time that was like big. All Access. You had All Access DVD. You had Sub-Zero. Too Raw for the Streets. You had many DVDs that came out around that time. You know what I'm saying? Even Product. Shout out to Product. But French was one of those ones, man, that you have to respect his marketing. You have to respect his marketing and you have to respect his hustle because what he did was so strategic is that that's why I respect Benzino, right? When Benzino did with the Source magazine, it's the same thing that French did with the DVDs. He was the face behind the DVD. So French was the cameraman. But not only that, he was the cameraman, but he was also the rapper of the DVD. So he's on there rapping, doing freestyles and all that. So he's promoting his music. He's networking with all the top dogs in the game at the time. So you may see a 50 Cent. You may see a Cassidy. You may see a Beanie Siegel. You know, even back when he was cool with Dipset, Dipset was even on the DVDs. You may see a Dipset on there. You may see a lot of dudes on Cocaine City, and you'll be like, damn, son, he got all these niggas on Cocaine City. And Fab, everybody, you name it. They all on Cocaine City. And the way he did it was so smart in the marketing. And then the self-promotion was just so crazy. And then for him to get a deal with Akon first. Because a lot of people don't know he was signed to Akon. So to get the deal with Akon and back then signing with Convict Music. Then having a big mixtape grind and hustle, having DJs like Wu Kid co-signing him. You know, Big Mike. You know, K Slay. We talking about the heavy hitters of the DJ games, the Clues and the Green Lanterns, the Envies, everybody, the DJs is co-signing this dude. You know, he has the hustle and the smarts because he knew how to micromanage the game, and him and Luca Brasi did what most dudes, you know, because Luca Brasi was behind the Taliban's with Dipset. So to have the smarts that he was able to do with that whole game and then do the cocaine waves and the Cocaine City with Max B, and then the Coke Boys movement, you know what I'm saying, started that off. With first it was Kid Springs, and so I go back with French when Kid Springs was rocking with French. You know what I'm saying? When Drew Pop and Cheese and Flit and you know what I'm saying, and Castro and all them dudes, you know what I'm saying? And then linking up with Chinks and Brock. Shout out to Brock, Coke Boy Brock. You know what I'm saying? And Chinks Drugs, and to see what he did with that Coke Boys movement, and the movement was so big that Puff got the attention of Puff. And by him getting the attention of Puff, he got the attention of a lot of industry big waves. You know what I'm saying? Having a bit more and then signing with Puff, getting with Puff and getting the co-sign of Rick Ross. But before that, he had the co-sign of 50. The first big wig dude, Akon, and 50 was his biggest co-sign. And just to see French and see him now and to look at this dude is just a smart man. And he stays winning. You can't knock French. He's going to keep winning. He's going to keep winning because he did it his way. A lot of rap niggas be knocking. I see a lot of motherfuckers be knocking French. And I'll be like, damn, y'all niggas don't understand. This man is the true definition of a straight up hustler. You can't knock that nigga's hustle. His hustle is impeccable because there wasn't a lot of rappers you could say that had a hustle like French Montana had. French had a extreme hustle that he just was just nice at what he did in the game. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And I respect those rappers that get it out the mud. They come in the game with the bag. They come in with the hustle and the integrity of how a nigga's supposed to hustle. A lot of these rap niggas don't know how to hustle. And French, and hearing like French conversation about the music industry and how he breaking it, a lot of shit down is you gotta look at how French got in here, man. And look at what he did in the game, man. Ain't a lot of niggas doing it like how French doing it. They ain't did it how French did it. People can hate on French. They can say whatever they want about French, all the cornball shit they say about French. But niggas ain't doing what French do. Niggas ain't move how French move. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude that, like I said, came off the mixtape scene. You know, almost lost his life. And then after he almost lost his life, he came bigger and better, promoted himself, killed the mixtape circuit, killed the DVD circuit, and killed the mixtape circuit. Got a deal, got 2 deals. One from Akon with Convict Music. Then he got another deal with Puff. And got a deal with Rick Ross. And was signed to Interscope Records. From Interscope Records, he got the Epic. He just was so strategic of how he moved. And then he had those 2 deals, those 3 deals, and then he had his own imprint, which is Coke Boy Records. So he was just so smart at how he moved that you can't really knock that dude. Like, he's one of, like, in my opinion, I feel like French is one of a kind to come from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, and put on, like, you know what I mean? And he put on for the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that many rappers you could say had put on for they borough the way French did, because French was, at one point, you know, Fat Joe was the only one. You know what I'm saying? And French, you know, basically showed niggas how to do this. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock a nigga when it comes to hustling. French Montana is one of the greatest hustlers in the game. A lot of rap niggas in New York or anywhere should really model they hustle after French, because this was a dude that was a marketing genius. Because why he's a marketing genius? Because J.O. said the same thing. It's because when you could take you being a cameraman and then put yourself in the video like you the rapper, but you also is the cameraman, and you also is so strategic enough that you self-promoting yourself, self-promoting your music, self-promoting other artists in your DVD, but you also promoting yourself. So when you promote yourself and you promoting other artists and you bumping shoulders with certain artists, networking with them, plugging yourself in to the point that now, oh shit, I'm already know how to get it. You can't knock a dude that know how to get it. French know how to get it. And that's why French Montana, in his class, he was successful. He came out of that class successful. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, French come in the same class as the Stack Bundles, the Max B's, you know what I'm saying? You know, who else is coming from out that class? Red Cafe was, you know, around doing this thing. The Saigons and all them, the Shoe Lights and all them. Like, the dudes out the underground, the J.R. Writers, the J Mills, a lot of them dudes was in that class. You know what I'm saying? But French was one of the ones that really stuck out, that really moved to that next level. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those dudes, they couldn't do it because they didn't have the hustle. You know, and a lot of niggas, you got to realize in hip-hop, a lot of niggas hate on niggas that got hustle, bro. When you got hustle, it's different with a nigga that don't got hustle. Son just had hustle. And when you got hustle, you gonna always win. So that's how I always tell people, like, I could never knock the hustle of French Montana, man. French Montana is one of them dudes, man, that a lot of niggas need to just look at and say, damn, bro, that right there is what, as an artist, I want to be like. Because he was able to finesse the system and finesse the game and get a bag in this game. You know what I'm saying? Because he played it cool, he played it smart, and he played it right. Fucks with French. Got mad love for French. A lot of niggas hate on French Montana, man. French is that nigga, man. You can't hate on that nigga, man. He came from the bottom and popped off. How many niggas you know could do that? Come from the bottom and popped off like French did? Come on, man. French one of them niggas, man. He one of them ones, man, that you can't even deny that, man. So French is definitely a marketing genius. He's definitely a hustler. He's definitely somebody that you could say did it his way, man. You already know it's your boy Bullets Guy.